Yeah, so we've heard it all before, right? Don't give away your secrets, meaning never give away the how, only the what. We hear it all the time. Experts tell us, I was trained that way. But here's the thing, sharing those secrets is really the thing that can set you apart. And let me tell you a little bit about why I completely disagree with that way of thinking. I totally disagree with the fact that you should only be giving the what and not the how. I know that you're taught that, well, if you share too much, they won't need you. They won't need your services. They're not going to buy. You already gave it to them, so they don't need it. I mean, why give away your playbook, right? That's what we're taught. Why give away your playbook? But let me highlight this piece of things. I found that sharing the how actually turned me more into the go-to person within my clients and my prospective clients. So think about it. Really, when you give somebody the exact how-to steps, how many people actually follow through, right? The truth is that most people, the majority of people, will not. They get excited, sure. But when it comes to actually doing the work, the implementation, that's where things fall apart. They can't implement, or they don't implement it on time. They don't want to. They don't have the know how. They don't want to get into it. And guess what? That is where you come in. So when you give away the how, you've actually shown them that, number one, you're confident, you're the real deal here, right? You're generous, you provide value, you're knowledgeable, you have that expertise, you're giving them the specifics on what you're going to do. I mean, you're providing them with true value. So people aren't just looking for information, right? They're looking for transformation. There's a difference. They're looking for the results. They don't just want the information. I can give all the information in the world. I can tell you step one, A, B, C, and D. Step two, A, B, C, and D. Here's my exact playbook. Here is Christy's playbook as to how she grows a business, as to how she starts here and goes post seven figures quickly, right? I can give you my playbook. I can give you my frameworks. I can give you all of that. But without taking your hand and guiding you, supporting you, or even completing the implementation steps, it's useless anyhow. Great. Knowledge is only effective when there's action that follows, right? If you have a bunch of knowledge, you can be the most knowledgeable person in your field. But if you don't take the action or take the steps to make it happen, to implement, then the knowledge is just sitting there. All right, it's useless. So I found that when I started sharing everything, because I was also taught that just give away the what, not the how. But I found that when I started sharing everything, I'm talking my best tips, my frameworks, my processes, all of it, answering questions fully, giving them specifics, coming into a business and sitting there for 45 minutes or an hour and walking through exactly what areas we've identified that could immediately improve profit margin, can increase revenue. Here's how to really gain an extra $150,000 a year in your business, right? I mean, I will show them exactly what it is. When I started sharing everything, my phone was ringing off the hook. I was getting more and more clients. Our teams were taking on more and more clients. Why? Because people saw that we weren't just talking. I think people are so overwhelmed today, right? So inundated with so much information. It's like overpowering, overwhelming. It's like information overload. This person's saying do it this way. This person's saying do it this way. This person's saying, but if you don't do this and this, then you won't get this. But also add in this. Oh, and here, let us show you all these fancy and flashy tools and platforms. And I'm not knocking any of that. I'm not saying that strategies don't work in certain instances. However, when people saw that I wasn't just spraying out information, I wasn't just talking, I was actually walking them through. I was actually providing them with exactly what to do, the playbook specific to their business, their situation. They then wanted me to help implement it. They wanted me there with a done for you service. That's why we started offering done for you. We used to do consulting. The consulting piece was a done with you. Now we have that, but we also have a full done for you. And we'll do the marketing, we'll do the sales, the implementation, the operations. People still need or want, people want personalized guidance. They want hand holding. They need accountability. They want the support to implement effectively. Because again, all the knowledge in the world doesn't matter if you don't have effective implementation. So sharing the how isn't going to replace a need for you or your services or your products. It actually reinforces it. That's my opinion. So again, even if I tell them exactly what to do and how to do it, most people are still going to come back to me. I would say 90%. You'll always have a few that'll take it and do it. And high five, fist bump. I mean, if you can do that, great. You have the time, you have the know how, you're going to follow through. I say, hats off to you and good. I helped somebody, I empowered somebody to take action. I'm excited. But 90% of them end up coming back. Why? Because they need more than just information, they want transformation. They want results. And in order to get that, they need guidance, support, and expertise to actually make it happen. The implementation. So, what I'm getting at is don't be afraid to share your best stuff. It's okay. It's what will set you apart. And for me, it actually attracts the right people to me, right? The right clients, the right audience, those who can see your value and then actually know that they need the help to implement, they need the support, they need the guidance, they need the hand holding, they need the done for you. They need you to do it to help them succeed. So stop thinking about what you might lose by sharing and instead shift your focus to what others can gain, right? How can you empower and uplift somebody else? The truth is, your value is never going to be hoarding knowledge. It's how you empower others to take that knowledge and run with it, implement it, actually take action, right? Inspiring is only the first piece. I love inspiring people. Yay. And I love to be inspired. And that's great. But then what? But then what? You need to, coaching is not just consulting, coaching, or services, all of that. It's not just inspiring someone. That's high five, fist bump, yay. It's inspiring them and then motivating them to want to take the action that will actually move the needle, to take the action that will yield the results, to take the action that leads to transformation. I provide the information. And then again, that's the inspiration. I'm excited, yay. But then we also provide the motivation, the support. We'll do it for them and really guide them, handhold, so that they get to the transformation. You can give anybody all the excitement, the encouragement. That's why people say, and again, controversial, because I know out there today, well, if you get your mindset right, that's all you need. Mindset is 100%. I disagree fully. Controversial or not, I disagree fully. Mindset is half of it. Absolutely. It is so, so important. You need the right mindset. You need to be able to move into the right mindset and shift your perspective to be able to lean in, to see the opportunity and lean into the opportunity, right? So you need that inspiration. You need that excitement. We need the right mindset. But then the second half of it is the motivation to follow through and actually implement, to take action, to execute. Right. And so I think a lot of people miss that. They're like, well, if we just get them excited, I'm going to coach them, get them in the right mindset and let them go. But what if you let them go onto the wrong thing? Now they're full force ahead. They didn't know what was wrong. They don't have the right diagnosis. They don't have the right action plan. They don't have the right business plan. They don't have the right marketing strategy. This was the issue all along. This over here might have been the issue all along, but we got them super excited and they're running full force at getting new leads. But if you didn't fix what was broken, you're not going to scale the business. It's going to collapse. You're not going to build a sustainable and successful business. You're not going to be able to sustain growth. So it's great to get in the right mindset. It's great to inspire, but without the second piece of that, right? The motivation to take action, to make it happen by following the right frameworks, by following the customized strategies for their specific situation. If they're not doing, the information's useless. And even the mindset, I'm not going to say the mindset's useless because the mindset, great. You should always strive to be in the right mindset. It will change your outlook on life, your perspective on life in general, not just business. But again, it only gets you halfway there within the business. You can, again, send them running, inspired, excited, go, go, go. And they're going right down the wrong path. So you also have to give them the what and the strategy and the implementation of how to make this effective, how to execute this, how to get to results, because ultimately that's what they're seeking from your business, from your services, from your products. They are seeking results. They're not buying it because of the products and features. They're not buying your service because you gave them warm fuzzies. They're buying it, maybe because you gave them warm fuzzies, but only because the warm fuzzies are coming from the thought of the transformation of the end result. So again, information is wonderful, but without the proper implementation and action steps, it's useless. The real breakthrough or takeaway at the end of this, I'm going to say, is the more you give, the more you become essential. Not because you're the only one with the answers. Look at how much is out there. Not because you're the only one with the answers, but because you're the one they want by their side when they take the action. They want you to be the one helping them to implement. It's about building connections, trust, relationships, and leading to the result and the transformation, right? So that's how you become not just successful, but significant. All right. We will see you next time.